Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. Happy 1st of December, the end of another year. This year has flown by so quick, it's amazing. First of all, let me apologize. I have my Bucky's PJs on. I'm so sorry, but I had no intention of actually filming, but there has been so much going on. I'm actually down here in Texas with my hubby because I needed a break. I truly needed a break. I needed to just decompress because we are on baby watch and we have about 3 more weeks to go. So basically anytime my daughter-in-law can be giving birth, which is so exciting. I cannot wait. So I figured I needed a few days just to recoup, get myself all rested up until the grind starts again. But anyway, I said I was not going to upload because, of everything that's going on. But when I log back onto social media, the shit that has been going on is just like, wow. And there is a reason why I put in my thumbnail, bona fide bully. I will definitely get into that. But before that, you guys, we had an amazing Thanksgiving. My parents were here. It was their first Thanksgiving that they experienced. They were totally blown away by how everybody just goes all out, the amount of food that's cooked. They were so like in awe, and on top of that, it's the World Cup, which is keeping us busy and glued to our TVs, which is so exciting. And surprisingly, the kids are so into the World Cup too. Unfortunately, my son could not make it to Thanksgiving because he did come down with the flu, and my heart was so sore. And I could not let my son go without any Thanksgiving. So whatever I prepared for us, I prepared for him. Once we were done with lunch, my dad offered to actually take the food down to his place, and so I could get some rest and finish clean up and all that kind of stuff. So my mom, my dad, and the kids end up going down to drop the food off by him. And the way they explained it to me seemed hilarious, because when they took the food down to him, they just basically took the food and left it on his truck, called him to come out and pick it up. So when he came out, they just waved at each other, and then my parents and the kids were back on their way. But at least they got to see their brother. I got to see him on FaceTime. So you know what, it is what it is. He's all healthy, he's fine now. And you guys, please be careful out there with this flu. It is no joke. So just please take every precaution. Please be safe out there. So before I get into this, my usual disclaimer: please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. When I logged on to Katie Joy's Facebook and Instagram, I was like, really? Or is this person that miserable within themselves? Is this person really need attention? But one thing I can take away from this, for me, it's confirmation that Katie Joy is a very miserable, lonely, desperate, and insecure person. Because the day before Thanksgiving, when everybody else is preparing to be with friends and families, this is how petty and what a bully she is. She posted, one of the hardest life lessons I've ever learned: some people aren't loyal to you. They are loyal to their need of you. Once your needs change, so does your loyalty. Now, to that I'm gonna say, Katie Joy doesn't even know what loyalty is, because we've seen it, that report on Katie Joy, seen it time and time and time again. Katie Joy herself is loyal to nobody. Just cross Katie Joy and you'll see what will happen. She will dig up every bit of dirt on you so she can get payback. She's done that to so many people. Off the back of my head, Opinions of Sassy, the woman that went out of her way, above and beyond, to help Katie Joy during a time that was so tough for her family, for what was happening to her child. This woman went to the ends of the earth to help Katie Joy. And in turn, what did she do to Opinions of Sassy? Couldn't dig up anything on her, went after a family member, dug up information that was not meant for anybody. But Katie Joy went and she dug up information on Sassy's husband, Keemstar, during a time when she was at the lawsuit of Tati Westbrook. And just because Keemstar revoked his support for her, she lied on him, stating that he owed taxes when he didn't owe taxes. Look what she did to Amy King. When Amy King apparently turned on her, she went and she dug up all the shit that she could on Amy King. She started speaking bad about Amy's grandmother, about Amy's grandfather, about Amy's own mother. And to this day, I'll say, it's either Amy is a better person than I am to have allowed Katie Joy back in the door, or she is just desperate to get her agenda out, what she needs to get out, or probably Katie Joy is just lying about being in communication with Amy King. And then she was supposedly helping this family. Remember the Marvon story that she was reporting on? How can one mother of Yvonne not help another mother of Yvonne? How she turned on Miss Letitia Bias because she could not be the head bitch in charge. She went after that family that was totally uncalled for, brought out everything about Marvon's dad, about his criminal records, went ahead and tormented Miss Letitia when Miss Letitia was found out about having some kind of credit problem, and actually went on somebody's page and tormented her and threw it in her face that she should be worrying about paying her bills. This is this woman, Katie Joy, what she does. She's not there for anybody but herself. When you put her up against a wall and she feels pinned to the wall, she will do whatever she needs to do to drag the next person down to uplift herself. Then she goes on and says, such a karma-filled week. People who create their own drama deserve their own karma. Does this woman not comprehend what she is doing, what she is putting out there? Because if I'm a person like Katie Joy, if I put this out there, I'm gonna think to myself, oh shit, this could be me. I could be talking about myself. And then she goes on to say, when you do the crime, you gotta do the time, but also accepting responsibility and making restitution is important. Josh Duggar and others could take note. I'm sorry, expressing regret, accepting responsibility, making restitution. We all know that this jab is meant for the Chrisleys, period. She went and she put Josh Duggar to sway people. I don't know who it's swaying, because you know for a fact that she's talking about the Chrisleys. When has Katie Joy ever expressed regret? When has Katie Joy ever accepted responsibility for her fuck-ups? Never ever experienced it. And if she did, she quickly walked back on them, because Katie Joy feels that she is always right. She does no wrong. And look at how she does it. Nobody can tell me this is not about the Chrisleys. This is clearly about the Chrisleys, because this is what a fucking bully this woman is. She's still, after everything is said and done, she is still in a lawsuit with 7M. She again went on to report about them, to post about them, which I'll get into a whole separate video about that, because all this, what I'm talking about right now, goes to how miserable Katie Joy is. She's lonely as fuck. She has nobody in her corner, and it seems as though her family has even written her off. Now, this is the friendly reminder. You don't have to give up your boundaries to spend the holidays with people who have abused you. Just because they are family. You are loved, you are safe, and being alone is better than being abused. A friendly reminder. You've worked too hard on your boundaries just to throw them out the window. just because it's the holidays. What, Katie Joy? Are you not spending time with your family? Did shit hit the fan with your family? Or maybe your parents were trying to talk some sense into you, were trying to give you advice on how not to do what you're doing. But no, in pure Katie Joy fashion, and this is just my opinion, you guys, and in pure Katie Joy fashion, she knows what's best. She knows what's right all the time. Nobody can give her advice, not even her parents. I can, in my humble opinion, I truly see it this way. These parents probably sat Katie Joy down and said, look, what you're doing is not working for you. This could affect your family. But we all know Katie Joy cannot take criticism. She hates being criticized. And it seems as though now she's throwing her family, her parents under the bus, including her extended family. Katie Joy, I'm going to give you a friendly reminder if you see this. The best thing to do is humble yourself. The best thing to do is refrain from the lies. The best thing to do is when somebody has said something to you, like your lawsuit with Todd Chrisley, don't speak about him or his family. It doesn't mean that you have to go in a roundabout way to put that jab in. You're the only one that is still obsessing about Josh Duggar. Josh Duggar deserves to be where he is. Let him be. He deserves whatever he's getting. Why do you insist on still bringing him up? Humble yourself. Because as the saying goes in life, what goes around comes around. If you feel you are invincible, you are untouchable. We're all responsible for our actions. May not be in the time that everybody else wants it to happen. It'll happen in due time. If you feel you are above it all, you're right about everything, there always comes a time. Always comes a time. You don't know everything. Nobody knows the unknown. Nobody can fear the unknown. But just remember, learn to humble yourself. If you feel you're gaining all these followers by pulling on their heartstrings, how long is that gonna last? Look at during your Tati lawsuit. You were crying crocodile tears. Everything was a smoke screen. Wasn't meant for you to be sued. They were just using you. Why are you always the common denominator in things? Why do you feel that you are above it all? A normal person would do the right thing and just shut their mouth, but not you, because you're not a normal person. You want that notoriety. You want that attention. You want to be famous. But it's going to come at a cost. What cost is that? Nobody knows. There are always consequences to everything we do. Everything we do. By you sitting there on your high horse recliner and thinking that you are it, you should actually do a lot of self-reflecting. Think about why always you. You can't always be right. You're not this bona fide journalist, celebrity journalist that your attorney is claiming that you are. You're a bona fide bully, in my opinion. A bona fide con artist. A bona fide liar. But that's just me. Thank you guys. I will leave it there for today. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Please be safe out there. Take every precaution. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. And don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.